Hi guys, this is Shinryu the Trophy Hunter, and today I'm bringing you this video to talk about the Platinum Trophy of the game Elden Ring Nightreign for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Before you keep watching, I'd like to clarify that this isn't a guide. It's just a video showing what you're going to find playing this game and whether or not it's worth it to go for the Platinum. First, I'll tell you how long it took to me. It took 49 hours of gameplay but 36 hours of expedition time. Out of 58 expeditions, there were 23 successful expeditions. The most used class was the Iron Eye, and the most killed boss was Maris. Play 99% of the time with two friends in co-op. If you don't like roguelike genre, which are games where you die constantly but each death gives you an advantage so you can advance step by step, avoid playing it. This game not only falls into that genre but also has a Souls-like component, a combination that many will find frustrating. If you fail an expedition, you will lose all the weapons, items and levels you've earned. Depending on how far you progress, you will be rewarded with relics that grant you passive abilities when you start a new expedition. The Platinum enters in the tough category. Personally, I give it a 7 out of 10, but this may change with a future patch. What I also want you to know is that the game is designed to be played by 3 people, although you can play solo. I advise you to always play in groups, either with friends or random people, for greater fun and ease, since you will have to repeat the expedition several times. You will learn with each death, be better with each expedition, and when you have finished the game and defeating all 8 Nightlords, you will be just one step away from the Platinum. So in summary, Platinum consists of defeating all 8 Nightlords, defeating a Nightlord with each of the 8 classes, find all secrets of the 4 Shifting Earth, completing 4 raid events, and most difficult of all, defeating 3 Nightlords in a row. First, you must learn the game mechanics and gradually learn the path to follow in each expedition. An example would be, before landing, mark the church. Land and kill a couple of enemies to raise your level to 2. See if there's a fort or a great church on the way to the church to earn more runes, a stone sword key, and kill the boss of that place. Grab any weapons you find if the passive ability is useful, as it doesn't matter if you can use that weapon or not. As long as you have the weapon in your inventory, the passive is activated unless it's marked in red. If you got the key, go to the Evergaol and kill the boss. If you're over level 10, when you open one of these, you can have a chance of getting an oldest Gaol with better rewards. I always advise choosing runes as rewards, which can be 10, 20 or 30,000 runes. Also, go to the tunnel entrance because there's always a boss inside. Upon defeating him, you will be able to obtain a smithing stone 2 to upgrade your weapon to violet rarity. You can sometimes find level 1 stones in nearby chests. If you can't find the grey stone, you can buy it from any merchant. If the township appears on the map, go to the merchant there, as he sells very rare and higher quality items. Upgrade your main weapon if you added any effect to it with the relics. By the end of day 1, you should be above level 6, have 1 or 2 additional flasks and hopefully a talisman. You can get it by killing the scarabs. When you're close, you'll hear a chiming noise. Also, there's always a boss underneath the central castle. After killing him, you'll find a chest with a talisman. After killing the first night boss, go for the rest of the flasks, ruins, main encampment and bosses in the area. This way, you'll have several passive abilities, purple weapons, level 10 or higher and 2 talismans. The castle is a good place to farm runes and passives as you'll encounter several bosses and enemies. We'll kill the boss of the second night and then the Nightlord. This will be the basic and usual path we'll take in each expedition. After defeating certain Nightlords, raid events or shifting earth will happen. The crater will be the first shifting earth you'll encounter. It appears in the north central part of the map, beginning with a volcano explosion. Here, you must go to a hidden temple inside the volcano and reach the depths to defeat a boss. Checking the altar will allow you to upgrade any weapon you have to legendary rarity. Then there's the mountaintop, the snowy mountain that appears to the northwest of the map. You'll see a huge chain where you can cross to another peak. Follow the path and you'll find another chain, and at the end of the mountain you'll see a crystal that, if you interact with it, will grant you a passive ability. Then there's the Rotten Woods, which appears to the southeast of the map. Here, you should bring plenty of flasks because it will gradually decrease your health. And finally, we have the Shrouded City, a large city that appears to the southwest of the map and is like a labyrinth. When we reach the end, where a boss awaits us, we'll defeat him, and interacting with the altar will allow us to duplicate a weapon. Then we have the 4 raid events that also occur after killing certain Nightlords and are random, but there are expeditions in which they appear more frequently. For example, in Expedition 3, Sentient Pest, the Fell Omen may appear. You will hear a voice and be attacked by a boss. You must defeat it as quickly as possible before it disappears. Also, in this expedition, you may experience the Augur Raid, where a huge bubble appears. You must enter it and kill Maris. In Expedition 4, Augur may experience the Sentient Pest Assault. You will experience an insect attack, and what you must do is look where the swarm is heading to find the boss and defeat it. This also has a very short time limit. And finally, in Expedition 8, Night Aspect, the Equilibrious Beast Raid may occur. During the exploration, you will see a warning that you have been cursed. You will see that your health bar has decreased. To cure it, you must open the map and look for the red dot where the special merchant is. You must pay him between 15 and 35,000 runes to cure you and give you the trophy. If you fight him instead of paying, you won't get the trophy. If you made it this far, you should have already earned many other trophies, like having a great number of flasks, reaching level 15, defeating 10 bosses during an expedition, and other miscellaneous trophies. There's a trophy for defeating 1 Nightlord with each class, so you'll definitely have to learn how to use all 8 characters, and the one you get along best with will be used to get the rest of the missing trophies. In my case, Iron Eye was the one I liked the most. Once you've killed the 8th Nightlord, you can use that victory to earn 2 more for the hardest trophy, which is killing 3 Nightlords in a row without failing. In my case, Maris seems the easiest. and then Tricephalos or Fissure in the Fog. You can die during expeditions, but you can't fail. That is, you must kill the Nightlord during that expedition. Repeating the same Nightlord doesn't count, nor does uploading the saved data to the cloud because it's saved on the server. Remember that each boss has its weakness, and it's not just used to deal more damage, but it can also cause side effects or stop certain special attacks for many. So try to save the relics that give you an effect on your starting weapon to make things easier. The Vessel's trophy, you only need the ones sold at the small jar bazaar, and the acquire many pieces of high rarity equipment on a single expedition trophy. It's not clear how many items or what rarity they should be, but in my case there were 4 purple weapons, 2 blue weapons, a purple and a blue talisman, and 4 purple items. But on one occasion I had 5 purple weapons, a legendary one, and 2 talisman, and I didn't get the trophy. So try getting as much purple one including items, and to be sure buy a small bag to have 5 items and all purple. That's all guys, I hope this video helps you decide whether to go for this platinum or not. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.